press the bell icon on the YouTube app and never miss another update.
Hello students, welcome back. Today we are going to start a new chapter, that is the fourth chapter under sociology, that is types of society. Now, where do we live? We live in a society. What is in and around us becomes a part of the society. Now, in the previous classes or previous chapters, we have studied on different institutions that are there or different aspects of the society. Here in this lesson, what you are going to study is something that is related to all of your previous lessons. Okay, you have studied social institutions and culture. So, a mention of society has also been done in these two chapters as well. Here, what you are going to focus on is we will study the meaning and types of society. Okay, then we will study the different kinds of societies that are there, including pastoral society, agricultural society, industrial society, hunting and gathering society, nomadic society, rural and urban society, and an information society. So, we will go slowly one by one and then understand what kind of societies do we have and which one of them is suitable for us or which one of them do we really fit into. Okay. So, here again they have given you the meaning, they have given you the definition, page 154. Okay. Everything is being neatly put down for what you have to write down, okay, or what you have to learn. See, certain things are very easy to understand because it is what is happening in and around us. We are living in the society. What is happening around us is a part of the society. There are different institutions we learn, school, colleges, hospitals, okay, government sectors, all are different social institutions that are there, law. Why do we need all of them? We need all of them in a way where we can make things better for ourselves or take help from one of the sectors in the society. Now, you think if our society didn't have any hospitals, didn't have any educational institutions, what would man do? Man would have not learned what he is learning now, but it would have been a different kind of life, and man would have led that life and gone. The life that we are leading now would not be there if these situations would not be here for us. So, here now when you study sociology, society is one of the most important aspects that every person studying sociology studies, because their focus is on dealing with the society, what is happening in and around the society, and everything is revolving only around the society that they have to look into. So, for them, society becomes like a base to do any of their experiments, to collect any of the needs that they have, or to bring out certain results to help people. All are part of where we live in. Now, sociology is also considered as one of the sciences. So, not only your science subjects, physics, chemistry, math, bio are considered science, but subjects in humanities, that's in arts, are also considered science. That is, psychology, sociology are also considered a form of science. Okay, and this is also a humanities subject, social science. Okay, why do you think it's called social and science? Because it's a mixture of both. What you study. It's one of the part of humanities studies. Humanities, that's arts. Okay. All right. Now, sociology is a science of doing what? Of giving itself to the society. That is, taking everything from the human society and learning about them scientifically. Now, scientific experiments Don't, okay, only see, scientific experiments we have thought of everything that happens in the lab, but maybe all steps may not be followed when you do it in the society, but certain steps are followed. Okay, certain steps are followed when you do any experiment in the society. So here it is given, sociology is a science devoted to human society scientifically. That is, anything that they want to do, they are taking their experiments from the society. Then human beings and society become like two faces of the same coin. Both have to live in interconnection, both have to live together. So they are two faces of the same coin. On one side there is society, another side there is humans. So humans are there, society exists, society is there, humans exist. Okay, because it's a community that is forming. If you remember the first few lessons that you studied, what was there in history? Man learned to make groups, man learned to make groups and stay with them. Then he learned the importance of community. Okay, then he learned the importance of community, and when his community grew, he learned and made it a bigger society. Okay, now in this, human beings need each other's companionship, each other's interaction. Okay, maybe they don't like to stay alone. Now if you are left alone in the forest somewhere, you wouldn't like it, isn't it? Now if you are staying in with the humans for 10 years, another 10 years if you are asked to go and stay in the forest, you may not be able to stay, because your companionship or your relationship here in the society is with human beings. There you will have to do with animals or anything in and around in the forest. So man doesn't prefer to stay alone, however difficult it is, doesn't like to stay alone, but there needs connection, or there needs a human touch. Okay, human interaction is needed, communities have to be formed, and everything in return has to be in interconnection with humans that are there. Alright. Now they like to live in social groups. Now you have your friend circle, isn't it? Your friends are there. Your maybe neighborhood, there are friends, your school friends, wherever. You are staying in groups that are there. Small groups, each time that is there, you are staying in small groups that are there. And everybody desires to be in one of the groups. Okay? Maybe now if there is a group of friends in your classroom, sometimes their group may be too good and you would like to join them. Same thing happens in the society. Some communities and some groups may be too good, where certain people would like to join them. Okay? Then society looks after your development. Okay, holistic is whole, everything, development of everything, maybe your personality, character, everything, all your kinds of development is looked after by in the society. Who represents the society there? People in and around represent the society. People in and around make you feel how you have to feel, or make you feel as a part of the society, or a member of the society. Now each society may be different. Now if we make a plan to go to North India, the people who live there, their culture there, their food habits, their dressing may be completely different from what we do in the south. Okay, even within Karnataka, if you see, even within Karnataka, if you see, if you divide it into coastal area, the Malnad area, or the places in the Maidan area, people's language differs. Though the language, there's a common language that is accepted by the state, that's Kannada, but everywhere there is a difference of dialect that you find in different areas. If you go to the coastal area, they speak Kannada in a very different way, or certain words are used in a different way. Maybe what they mean there, you may not mean the same thing for the same word in your locality. Okay, words may be same, but meanings may differ sometimes. Sometimes if you want to call a book something, maybe they may call, I am giving you an example, they may call something else, you may call something else, but when you are conversing with each other, then it will be a confusion sometimes. So within Karnataka itself, if you see, we have a lot of cultures that are there, we have different food habits that are there. Now if you go to the Malnad region, their kind of dressing is a little different from us, okay, or anybody else in the other areas, the coastal area or the Maidan area. Your personality also is shaped in such a way to which area you belong. Your dressing sense, maybe your culture, your language, your food habits, and sometimes it's very hard to get adjusted to the food when you go outside Karnataka or within Karnataka to a different place, because maybe people don't eat certain things, maybe certain vegetables are not eaten, people don't eat meat or fish or whatever it is. That depends on their culture, their food habits, because they have lived for a long time, and if anybody wants to come and adjust, then they will have to adjust with their ways. So dressing may also differ. The way the people maybe drape saris or men wear their clothing may be different according to their tradition, and depends on each community also. Okay, on religious basis also it may differ on their ways. Language also differs as you are going within Karnataka itself. Take Kannada only, because different languages are spoken. Kannada is spoken everywhere in Karnataka. So Kannada also has different dialects that it is spoken into. Then there are local languages in every areas that it is left to them. But Kannada also takes a different role when you go to different places. If you go to Bangalore, they speak a different way. If you come to the south, to the coastal area, they have a different way of speaking Kannada, okay? Slightly milder than, not harsh. So when you go to a north part of Karnataka, their Kannada is like way more harsher for the people in the south. So different ways, but for them it is acceptable because that's the way they speak. But if anybody from the south takes on to people in the north, then they feel it harsh. The other people in the south are very soft with their use of language, because Kannada is used in a different way in the southern areas. Alright, so this is how it is. Jobs, where people's choice of jobs may also differ. Many people in the certain areas may take into agriculture, and some people in the cities and other places would take into jobs in the offices or corporate sectors, okay? Then your thoughts also differ, okay? The way you have brought now, your atmosphere influences you, is always being right, always said right. Wherever you stay, that place influences you, little or at the most, it does influence you because of the people in and around you, because of the language that they speak in and around you, because of the food and the culture that is there in and around you. If you are in a good environment, then you turn out to be a very good being. But if you are with people who are into a bad environment, you turn out to be bad. So culture and thoughts also matter. Some people in some parts, let's take only Karnataka, in some parts they are still backward in their thoughts, okay? And some parts of Karnataka are way much ahead of their thoughts. They are open-minded. And certain people still in Karnataka are narrow-minded, thinking about not allowing their girls to go to school, getting child marriage done, okay? And certain things are done because they believe that it's the ritual of the family. But they are not understanding the ritual and the life of that child. So certain areas in Karnataka are very open-minded. They don't bother about anything that you do because after all, what they do is important for them. They are very much ahead in achieving their goals and very much ahead in doing anything that they are comfortable in. But certain parts of Karnataka are still in the belief that this is the culture and this is the tradition that we must follow, but rather don't want to become open-minded or don't want to accept anything if somebody tells them. Okay? Then, now if you go to a rural area, there is a difference between urban and rural. Okay, urban means city, rural means village. Now in the rural areas, most of them take into agriculture, and you have cattle also there. Okay, cattle is there. Then maybe they keep it for, see, they take milk from it. Okay, or they use it in their fields. Okay, use those bulls and to till their land. They have sheep and a lot of domestic animals. You see them on the road itself. Okay, but in the cities you don't find like that. If you go to nice well-maintained cities, you don't find domestic animals roaming just like that. Okay, street dogs are there here and there, but animals in such a kind don't roam, because those people who have to look after them in at their homes. But if you go to very rural areas, especially to the north and other sides, north of Karnataka and other sides, you still find animals walking on the road, and each house has their own way of dealing with that. Okay. Then I told you they take into agriculture, so farmers are working in their fields, whereas in the other sides, urban areas, people are working in the offices. They have a different time that they have to follow. People in the rural areas follow a different kind of time. Now if you visit urban areas, you will find buildings that are built very high. Okay, high risen buildings. Then human beings are crowded, people are crowded there. If you go to Bombay and if you go to Bangalore, lot of traffic, lot of people in and around, roaming here and there. Okay, you will find slums also. If you go to Bombay, you will find slums in one of the areas there. Okay, and industries that are there. Now you pass through, you cross the town, and if you go to the cities, you will find buildings that have equipped with themselves with modern technology. Okay, modern kind of construction that is there. Then hospitals, offices, all this is to be found in the society that is there. So different kinds of societies are there in different ways. Now the word society has come from the Greek word Greek word socius. Okay, which means companionship or friendship. Okay, the word society is derived from the word socius. Okay, socius, which means companionship or friendship that is there. All right. Now, out of this friendship and companionship, what structure is formed? Now, imagine there are like 5 friends. Okay, they form a group. All right, and that group together forms the society. 5 friends, they form a group there, and that forms, this structure of forming together can be called as a society. So what is happening in and around us? We are as groups itself, isn't it? As a neighborhood, okay, maybe a classroom, okay, an educational, students in an educational institution. So all of us are part of the society. Now let's see one of the definition that is given by McIver and Page. McIver and Page, they have given a definition, okay? And the definition goes like this. The web of social relationship is society. Okay, first definition that they have given is the web of social relationship is society. That is, what is a web? Have you seen a cobweb? Okay, it does like this, isn't it? A cobweb. Okay. Now here, understand it in this way. The web of social relationships is society. Now just take it like a spider. All human beings, okay, are forming a web. Okay, that is coming together, web. A web of social relationships is society. Now we have social relationship. Maybe it is our friend. Maybe it's our neighbor, maybe a teacher in the school, okay? Maybe the doctor who is there in the neighborhood, the farmer who is working in the field. Our relationships are there with people, isn't it? They are all a part of the neighborhood. Now, the social relationships that is there, that is called society by them. Next is the complex of social institutions and social groups is society. One more definition they have given. So what have they said? They have said the complex relationships of social institutions and social groups is society. Now understand it like this. Complex relationship of social institutions and social groups. Now we directly don't have any contact. Now if you take the hospital, do you have direct contact with the hospital? Now if you are sick, you go. Otherwise, do you go every day there? You don't go, right? Only when you are sick, when you need a doctor's assistance, you go to the hospital. So, complex relationship. That relationship, our friendship, now if I have my friend in my neighborhood, I know he is my friend. And I have a close connection to him or her. But the doctor who is there, he may be my family doctor or just a general doctor in the hospital. Do I have any friendship with him? No. But I go to him when I need help. So, that's a complex relationship of social institutions and social groups. What's mentioned here? Social institutions and social groups. Now, this is one group. And take an hospital or take an educational institution. The relationship that is there, that can also be termed as society. Now, with this I would like to stop, students. We'll go to the nature of society in the next class, and as well as move on to the importance of society also. Then we will go slowly one by one into learning what are the different types of societies that are there. Okay, thank you very much students for listening.